Triple G should stand for great, great, great. Thank you, Lou. It was great working together with Lou on this promotion. I think this is a big statement for Gennady, for anybody who doubted his punching power, the class that he's at. Unequivocally, we're saying that he's the best middleweight in the world right now. We have a lot of respect for Sergio Martinez, Julio Cesar Chavez, but right now we believe he's the best middleweight. The way he dismantled Matthew Macklin, we have a lot of respect for Macklin. He showed a lot of heart. He's one of the best middleweights around, and the way Gennady took him apart and landed the body shot, it shows not only can you knock guys out with headshots, but with a single body shot. So with that, I wanted to introduce the team. Abel Sanchez, one of the best trainers in the world, his manager, Max Herman, and of course, Triple G, Gennady Golovkin. Before Gennady says something, I'd like to bring up Ed Levine, who's got a small presentation for him.
Come on. I'll make this short and sweet. Tonight, we're joining an elite group of IBO champions. Lennox Lewis, Roy Jones Jr., Vladimir Klitschko. They all had 5 successful defenses of the IBO title. And fighters who can achieve that, that's tremendous. But what impresses me that I have to say to everybody is not only are you a superstar and a great champion, but you're a unique champion because besides being a great fighter, you are a gentleman and a sportsman, something that boxing really needs today. So with that, with saying that, let me present to you the IBO World Championship ring, emblematic of 5 successful defenses of your title.
Thank you very much. I'm happy today. It's a big day for me today.
We'll be around to answer any questions that the media might have. Also want to acknowledge Aurelio, he's the WBA supervisor. This was the 8th title defense of the WBA title.
Good night to everybody. WWE also wants to congratulate Golovkin. He made a great fight tonight, and also he demonstrated that he is a very good champion. He always, every fight he has been doing, he has improved. So congratulations.
So with that, we can open it up for any questions. Gennady's knockout streak is alive at 14 knockouts in a row. Still the highest knockout percentage of any active champion and any middleweight champion in history. So if anyone has questions, you'll be happy to answer it. Also, Abel Sanchez or Max Herman. Steve.
This question is for both Gennady and Abel. Based on the fact your last HBO performance, you were a little bit sick and you didn't put on the performance that you wanted, how satisfying is it for both of you guys to be 100% tonight and put on that dominant of an outing?
Yes, today my performance is very good because I feel great. I feel great, seriously, just 100%. Not just after the first round, just I control fight. Just I feel my power, I feel my distance. Just easy fight to do.
Abel, you want?
Yeah, I think for the last fight, we didn't want to make too many excuses. We didn't want to belittle Gabe Rosado, who put up a great fight. But the 2-day series that HBO put out exemplified the fact that he was very, very sick. So yeah, we came into this fight 100%, and he showed it. He's an animal in the ring when he's 100%, and there's nobody, like I said before, 154 to 168 that can't stand this power.
Abel, you still content? Do you feel stronger than ever? Because you train guys like Miguel Gonzalez and Terry North. This is the best fighter you've ever trained?
This was the best fighter 2 years ago that I've ever trained. And he's just getting better. It's just the tip of the iceberg.
Gennady, is there anyone specifically on your radar that you would like to get into the ring, except Sergio Martinez? Not Sergio, or anyone else that you would like to get in the ring with?
You know, yeah, right now a lot of champions. Peter William, Daniel Neal, big name, Phil Chavez Jr., you know, just big name. Very into this right now division, middleweight. Of course, just I want Just, this is a good question for my promotion. Just I'm ready. Just for me, for everybody. I want for everybody. Just who's next? Doesn't matter.
Well, Kid Chocolate, he tweeted out he would like to get in with you in the ring, and
Absolutely.
he said make it a pay-per-view fight. So.
He's not worthy of a pay-per-view fight. What's he gonna sell?
Peter.
Before the fight, a question to Abel. Before the fight, you were absolutely confident it will be easy fight. We spoke after the weigh-in, and you smiled just like Gennady smiling going into the ring, and he said it will be a lot easier fight than everybody thinks it will be. Why were you so sure? And what did you see from the beginning, which basically confirmed what you said 24 hours before?
Because he wasn't sick. Because he was 100%. Because there's nobody from 154 to 168 that will stay 12 rounds with Gennady.
So whatever Macklin would do, it would not matter.
After the second jab, if you notice, Macklin's tactic completely changed. He's brave, but that was, like I said at the beginning, being brave was his detriment, was the worst thing that could have been for him, because he was going to try to fight. As soon as he tried to fight this guy, a lot stronger than everybody understands. And that body shot was set up by a lot of shots on top that made Macklin, that was the plan, made Macklin hold his hands up and then feel the body. I didn't think it was going to be one shot, but it must have been a perfect shot.
Thank you.
To clarify that, Peter, it wasn't that Abel was saying it'd be an easy fight in terms of any disrespect to Macklin,
Of course.
that he didn't have the quality to stick around with Gennady. It was the better opposition that the Gennady fights, the better fighter that you'll see in the ring, and that's what Abel's been saying for really the last 2 years. Like you said, he's been working with him for 3 years, so that's not taking anything away from Macklin. It's just his style. He knew that Macklin wasn't going to run away. He was going to be there and trade with him. And that's really what made it, style-wise, match up well for Gennady.
Thank you.
This question was posed before you guys got here. Basically, someone asked if HBO has to be forced to put the middleweights in against you. Like a guy, Darren Barker, whose promoter said he doesn't want to put him in there with you. Or Daniel Gale, who dropped his belt because he didn't want to fight you. And they're fighting in August. Do you think a performance like this forces HBO to put one of those guys in against you?
My performance right now is great. Preparation to, I had this great time from my team, from my coach, from my gym. It's not my problem. Just I work for everything. But yes, right. My focus right now, middleweight. Just I want.
We have to, based on that question, we have to give a lot of thanks to HBO. Without their help making this fight, it would never been made. As Lou said before the fight, it wasn't an excuse. Macklin really didn't want to fight him now. He wanted one fight beforehand and then fight him in the fall. But HBO really stepped up because they felt it was the right fight at this time to make for both Gennady and Macklin. And without their help, this fight wouldn't have been made. We also want to acknowledge Foxwoods Resort and Casino here in Connecticut. It's a great facility, and we had a wonderful time staying up here.
Is Golovkin in some sort of contract with HBO for his fights, or can you work with Showtime in order to make a Peter Quillin fight? Because by saying you want Peter Quillin or guys like that, we all know he fights on Golden Boy and Showtime, so it's saying it really doesn't mean anything.
Gennady fights exclusively on HBO. I think the Quillin fight can be made. Gennady's clearly above where Quillin's at right now. He's a much more popular fighter. He sells a lot more tickets. That's no disrespect to Peter. Peter's a great champion, in his own right. He's fought at the Barclays Center before. He fights on Showtime. But if that fight's going to be made, it will be made on HBO because we feel they have a bigger budget and they get higher ratings. And with a performance like this tonight, we feel that if that fight's made, it'll be on HBO.
And you feel